Before you click off this video and deem that I'm just some other fitness bloke having a go at fat people for being fat, please do listen along, because I think I do have some opinions that might surprise some people. So I want to talk about modern body positivity. I want to start off by saying I'm a massive supporter of body positivity in its most effective form. You're not any less of a person if you're fat. You should not be treated or looked at in any different way. If you can be happy inside your body no matter what, that is amazing. That is great, and I think that's something that we should all strive for. However, what I would say is I think this is a very difficult thing for 99% of the population to achieve, realistically. The issue that I have with modern body positivity on the internet is that the people promoting this really aggressive form of body positivity, their whole message is about accepting your body the way it is, which is great. As I've said, fantastic, completely agree with that. If we can, that's amazing. In this message, there is absolutely no mention of any ambition to better yourself. Now, I thought of this analogy the other day that worked quite well for me in my head, and this was thinking about mental health and depression. If you think about these things, we've now got this really good narrative about that it's okay not to be okay, which is true. You should not be treated any differently because you have a mental health illness. Just like you shouldn't be treated any differently if you're overweight or skinny or whatever. But you don't see mental health activists on the internet saying you should just live with your depression. It's okay not to be okay, but we should still strive for ways to better ourselves so that we can be happier and live better lives in general. We shouldn't just accept that we have these mental health problems. Just in the same way that I don't believe we should just accept that we're overweight. This is not to say that fixing the problem is easy, as fixing mental health problems isn't easy, nor is fixing weight issues. But what we see a lot of the time is these mental health issues and these weight issues go hand in hand, and both can improve at the same time. And you should strive to improve your physical health and your weight, not because I told you so, but for yourself, just like people working on mental health problems would do for themselves. Not because some random PT on Instagram said that you need to lose weight. It's for you. I understand that I'm sitting here and it's like, oh yeah, easy for you to say, and it is. It's easy for me to sit here and talk about losing weight because I've always enjoyed sport and exercise and I've always been active. And when I have gotten slightly overweight, it's not been too difficult for me to rein that in again. So when these things, this urge to exercise and get active doesn't come naturally, it can be really hard to make that change. But I think the really important thing to remember is that it's always possible, right? I mean, that's obvious. But I think it's so important not to lose sight of that hope and aspiration that you can make those improvements. Some of these people promoting this extreme body positivity seem to hate anyone that's in shape, telling people, oh, just get healthy. Again, I'm generalizing a bit here, but these people exist. But we're all the same at the end of the day, and I just hate this almost online war between these two paths, when in reality, they should go hand in hand and work together. They're so closely linked. I also feel like some people have this misconception that the only real reason to exercise is because you're insecure and you want to look better and maybe you're slightly vain about your appearance. Firstly, it's obvious the benefits of exercise and losing weight to your physical health. I exercise most days because it makes me feel good, not because I care a load about how I look. Sure, I want to look good, but it's not my main motivation. My main point here is that there's so many mental health benefits to exercise that I feel like some people don't realize if they're not exercising. They just look at it as this foreign concept where people that care so much about what other people think about them go to get big muscles and show off on Instagram. Whereas this may be the case for some people, it certainly isn't the case for all people, and it doesn't have to be the case for you. So when people talk about how they're happy as an overweight person, I say, well, yeah, that's great, but could you be happier? Because I bet you could. And you telling me that you wouldn't be having never really tried to get active, you don't know that you wouldn't be happier. By getting active, you're so much more likely to create other good habits in your life that can just affect you in so many different ways. So whether that's just having a more regimented schedule, getting up in the morning, you're less likely to be binge eating, you're going to get outside more, these sorts of things that can really start to feed into a positive feedback loop that are then going to motivate you to exercise a bit more. You're going to get some more benefits from exercise. And this exercise doesn't have to be the stereotypical gym stuff that a lot of people think it has to be as well. It can just be, you know, sports are great, but I understand some people don't like sports, but sports with your friends are great. But it can just be going for a walk with a friend or something like that. A lot of people don't realise how great walking is if you've got the time for burning calories and losing weight. There's just quite a few people out there that are adamant that they don't need to lose weight, and they claim all over Instagram and social media that they're happy with how they are. And whilst I've said again, it's great that they're happy with how they are, but it just scares me because there's so many easily influenced young people, young overweight people whose mental health is already in tatters. And this information, I feel like, can give them unrealistic expectations of how happy they can be when they're overweight. If you're overweight, the vast majority of people, I think, struggle with their self-esteem, and saying that you can just wrestle it back and be positive is just not going to work for most people. And we haven't even really mentioned that it's physically unhealthy. I mean, we know that. So if we're saying that it's really hard to be mentally healthy and overweight, and you're obviously physically unhealthy, it seems to me that the whole notion that you should be happy with being overweight is just bizarre and backwards for the majority of people. It would be so much more helpful to have good information out there that supports people and encourages people to get after their weight loss goals and ultimately better themselves so that they can be happier. And it's clear to see that losing weight has evidently helped millions of people around the world to improve their mental health, as well as obviously the physical health simultaneously. As hard as it can be, at the end of the day, feeling sorry for yourself and making excuses never helped anyone. As much as you may have valid excuses to give, giving them isn't going to help you feel any better. So why worry about them? If you're trying to lose weight and overcome this issue, you may well fail first time. In fact, I'd probably say you probably will fail first time. And the most important thing is that you keep going and make sure that the next time you try a bit better. You try smarter and you learn from where you went wrong. It's going to require hard work, but my point in this video today is that I think body positivity has gone a bit too far. At its roots, it's great, but as with most things on the internet, great ideas come up and then they can become more and more and more extreme to the point they are too much. This is not a video knocking overweight people. This is just a video that I hope can help people to understand that losing weight is going to make you happier and not to resist it. Because I feel like some people now are resisting the callings of certain people to lose weight. Because it's almost like I don't need to lose weight because I'm happy with how I am. It's almost like people are proud that they can live overweight. Like, I'm amazing, I can live happily and I'm overweight. I would say you could be even happier. I really want the fitness industry and this body positivity movement to build more of a connection, and let's not see this war of two ideological differences. That we're all working towards the same purpose. So yeah, I hope you understand what I'm trying to get across here, and I hope I haven't ruffled any feathers. There's going to be some things in this video I've said that people can twist in certain ways and people might get the wrong end of the stick, so if anyone's got any misunderstandings, do message me or comment it or whatever. I'm trying to be consistent with this YouTube channel, so I would really now appreciate it if people did subscribe. I know most people watch the videos aren't subscribed, yeah. But I'm really trying to get across positive messages in these videos that are going to help people, and I'm thinking about what potentially isn't being said, things that I see going on. So I really want to try and build a platform to where I can actually get this information to the people that would really benefit from hearing it, because yeah, that's just amazing. If I can help people, that would just be sick. So yeah, cheers guys for watching, and I'll see you in a bit.